Hey guys, so welcome back. I was not expecting to post another video this soon, but I went for a jog this morning and Spirit really just was speaking through me, and it was necessary for me to come on here. I don't know who needs to hear this, but y'all see the title. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get some messages because you're so close to the everything that you want and more. You are so close to actually experiencing the new reality that you've been looking to create, right? So it's just some final instructions, guidance to keep you on track to get you there, right? I'm getting that some of you, when you get close to accomplishing a goal, you may have some self-sabotaging habits that come through. And mind you, this is not a place of judgment. I'm part of the collective too. But I do get that once you get glimpses that things are actually falling into place, you kind of subconsciously do things to self-sabotage because it's uncomfortable. It's almost too good to be true, so you do subconsciously do things to make your old reality still stay when it's time for it to really go. So I'm gonna hold your hand while we deliver this message, but yeah, it was really coming through to make sure you are listening to your intuition and not moving forward out of anxiety. Okay. If you watched the reading from yesterday, we talked kind of about how you're letting go of an old version of yourself, so you can step into this new version of yourself. So now it's just giving you some more, it's just coming through with some more detailed instructions on how to do so, on what areas of your life that you want to really focus on. Okay. So like I said, it was really coming through, the message was so clear to really focus on making decisions from intuition and inspired actions, instead of it being from a place of fear or a place of stress or doubt, because our intentions are so important, right? When you create from a place of fear, wow, we have the Four of Pentacles come out. So when you create from a place of fear and lack, you're holding on to it so tight because you're afraid that better won't come in, right? You're afraid that if you let go of this last $100, you're never going to receive again. So no, I'm going to save my $100 and not invest in myself. Things like that. You have to let go with trust, right? Or even if you do spend that $100 and you oh my gosh, I hope this all works out. I pray this comes through. When you do things with that intention, that's a fear-based intention. That's a lack mentality, right? So you're already leaving room for it to not work out, okay? But Spirit wants you to move when you feel confident, not when you feel like I'm moving because I'm afraid that things aren't going to work out for me, right? So, because there's a difference where if you're just out enjoying your day, doing things that you love, whether it's just going for a walk or just meditating, coloring, journaling, anything, and you just have an idea come through ooh, that's a good idea. That's an inspired action, right? Our intuition honestly is not loud, and that's why silencing your environment is so important, because your intuition is very soft. It's very excuse me, it's very gentle. It's very nurturing. Your anxiety is loud. Okay, your anxiety is you better do this or you're gonna. That's when you don't want to operate from that space. Okay. So we have the Seven of Swords coming up here. Yeah, it's time for you to really take your mental clarity back. Take control of your mind. Don't allow the external circumstances or what people tell you you should be doing or how you should feel, or just don't let anybody else control your mind. Get in control of yourself, okay? You want to take your power back from anything that has taken it from you. Yeah, you're walking away from something that is no longer fulfilling. And not everybody is going to understand that. People can look at your life and figure like they have it all figured out for you. You should keep doing this, should keep doing that, because that's how they envision your life, but they're not the one living it. Okay. So and just because you're walking away from something, just because something fell, you had 3 cups that poured out, don't forget you still have 2 to create. And that's all you need. 1 + 1 it equals 2, then you add another one, then it's 3, then you add another. Like that's life. You know, there might have been some lessons that you acquired while you were collecting all 5 cups that were necessary for you to keep going on, right? So don't sit there and ruminate over what's in the past, what has been, what is no longer serving you, because it's quality over quantity. It's quality over quantity. It doesn't matter how many cups you have if they're old and they have cracks and they're leaking anyway. No, you want something more more stable, more sturdy, more nurturing, that more in alignment for you, right? So that was really coming through here. Let's see what else. Can I have another message, Spirit? What else does the collective need to hear right now? So we have the King of Wands here. So it's it's really time to take inspired action. Like, it's sit on your throne, be in control, but also like make moves. Okay, but you have to get your surroundings to be quiet, to make sure that you are making moves that are in alignment for you, and not moves that are just making just because you're scared. It's okay to be scared. You have to sit in that and acknowledge it and realize, like, okay, I'm afraid that if I put all my eggs in this basket, it won't work out. You know, once you acknowledge the fear, and then you can sit down, write it out, journal it, you process it, and it's a form of letting it go, right? So then you can start to hear your inspired actions come through a little bit more clearly, because you're able to differentiate. Like, once you are able to identify the fear, you're able to label it and claim it as that, and not let that be your leading force, okay? So, let's see, do we have anything else here? Yeah, King of Wands definitely coming out strong. And we have the Judgment card. So you're going through an awakening right now. That was the only major arcana card that has come out so far. So you're going through an awakening right now, and it's an awakening of self. Of realizing that what you truly want, how you want your life to truly look, and realizing that there's certain things that are currently in your life that don't support that, and that's okay. Those are those cups that spilled over that you're going to choose to walk away from, right? So stop focusing on the things that no longer serve you, because where we put our attention, that's where our energy flows. Start focusing on the things that you do want in your life, right? Start focusing on those 2 cups that you do have, right? It's going to feel like wake-up calls. You're going to have epiphanies. You're going to have signs. You're going to have synchronicities. Like, there's going to be so many things coming through that are just going to confirm that you are in alignment, but you have to switch your mindset. You have to gain control of your mindset again, okay? So, like I said, Spirit said you are so close. Yeah, you have the Justice card. Everything is going to work out in your favor. The Judgment and the Justice cards were the 2 major arcana that came out. Everything is working out in your favor, but you have to trust it. You have to trust that there's things working in your life that you can't physically see yet, and that everything that you experience is for a reason. You are a divine being, and the more you choose to be in alignment, we talked about this yesterday, the more you choose to be in alignment, the more you will start to actually see it happen in your physical reality, okay? Yeah, and then at the bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of Wands. So you're going on a new journey, but it's not a far journey. It's not something that's like 3 years out from now. Like, no, this is going to start coming in the more you start to move into alignment, right? Yesterday, we talked about going to the right door, finding your door. Make sure you keep making decisions that will get you closer to your golden door, okay? And let's see, we're going to dive into some oracle here in the Harmony Heart deck. I just keep hearing you are so close. You are closer than you think. Like, don't give up here. Have you guys ever heard of that story of, I don't know if it was brothers or something, and then like they were digging for gold, and then they had stopped, but they were only like 20 meters away from like finding the gold or something like that, but somebody who kept going found all the gold. Like, that's the story that's popping up in my head, is that you were so close, and to not give up, because your dream reality is right around the corner. Okay, so let's see, Spirit, do we have any more messages here? Yeah, we have teamwork come out. That came out yesterday. We have teamwork come out. But on this time, because so with these cards, there's like, it's double-sided. One is like the light attribute and one is like the dark attribute. So today we had the dark attribute come out. So we have disagreements and misunderstandings and teamwork are slowing progress. It's time to realign strategies and expectations. Wow. So I'm saying wow because the next card that came out was expectations. So, but we're going to talk about teamwork first. This is you separating yourself from the things that are not in alignment with you, right? And we already touched on that. So instead of you drawing yourself closer to those things or fighting for things to stay in your life that aren't supposed to be there, it's like a waste of energy in a sense, right? And it's just going to take you longer to get to the life that you want to live, right? So we're really being called to realize these disagreements and misunderstandings we're having is creating distance between those situations, environments, people that we are no longer supposed to be around. Okay, so everything happens for you, it's not happening to you. Remember that. We want to switch our mindset. It's all about mindset. It's not victim mentality. Everything is happening for you. It is not happening to you. Okay, so then we had expectations coming out here, and once again we have the shadow attribute of it. So unrealistic expectations may lead to disappointment. The gap between reality and your ideals feel overwhelming. So you have to be realistic with your expectations as well. You cannot continue to make the same decisions and expect the things that you want to come in. Like I believe that's what they say, like the definition of insanity is making the same decisions and expecting different results, right? So it's really calling you to not operate from that fear-based mentality, not operate from that lack mentality. And I guess that's why Spirit really wanted me to come on here and share this message today, because you are close, but if you do not take the proper steps, it's just going to keep pushing it further and further away. Like, you're destined to be abundant, you're destined to be blessed, you're destined to be happy, but you have to choose it back. Okay, you have to choose your blessings back. And then we have creativity that also came out on the shadow attribute. So we have creative blockages are holding you back, and you may struggle to find inspiration or motivation in your work. Yeah, I'm getting really that you got to quiet your environment down. Whatever is loud right now is only a distraction. Whatever is loud right now is trying to distract you real hard. You know how when they say you get closer, the devil tries to stop you, the darkness, your enemies, or whatever the case may be, you're getting closer, so the darkness is trying to get louder to distract you, to place fear in your heart, to push you back, to keep you stagnant. Because once you evolve and you leave that environment, you are no longer beneficial to that person that is feeding off of your energy, or that job, or that friend group, or that hot habit. It could even be something as not as simple, but it could be something like a self-sabotaging habit, right? So it's really well, it could be like eating, drinking, smoking, sex, stuff like that. So whatever it is that you know, when you do it, you're just like, why did I do that? Like, it might feel good in the moment, but if you have regrets about it later, you know it's not in alignment for you. You know it's not for your highest calling. So those are things that the dark is trying to put in front of you, obstacles and hurdles to slow you up from getting to your finish line, okay? So once you continue to remove those blockages, I guarantee you, if you have a decision, right? So say, we're going to use food as an example. So say you have a decision today where you can have apples for a snack, or you can have a bag of chips. You choose the apples, right? I guarantee you there's going to be some sign of synchronicity that comes out later on in the day, and you're gonna be like, wow, like that was confirmation that I'm making decisions in alignment, whether it's an angel number, whether it's a random Cash App or Apple Pay, or just a compliment, or somebody saying something to confirm an idea in your head. Like, that's how the universe works. When you make decisions to put yourself in alignment, then you're making yourself be in the path of confirmation. Now all your confirmations can come to you instead of you constantly seeking it from people who aren't even going to like understand it. You know what I'm saying? So it's really just about choosing to be in alignment. Alignment doesn't just happen. It's a choice that we make, okay? Just like for me, example today, I heard the whisper, go for a jog, go for a jog. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go for a jog. And then like this message came through, right? So because I chose to be in alignment, it provided me to be in alignment with the message to deliver to the collective. That's literally how alignment works. That's literally how it works. I feel like they don't really teach us how life works. They make us like overthink it and think we have to try so hard or make us feel bad for making certain decisions. No, it's not about feeling bad. It's not about being a good or a bad person. It's just about choosing what's best for you. And the more you choose what's best for you, the more you receive everything that is already destined for you, okay? So, and don't beat yourself up over your past decisions because we learn regardless of where we are, right? Everything happens for a reason and everything is the divine timing. This message is not to tell you to beat yourself up for anything that you have done in the past. That is not the case at all. It is just a message to promote positivity and inspire you to make aligned decisions because you are so close. I feel like that's something you've been wanting to hear. That's something you've been needing to know. Am I doing the right things? Am I on the right path, right? You've been contemplating about this new direction, okay? And this is confirmation that yes, this new direction is for you, okay? We have union that came out here. We have offer, and we also have springtime that came out here. So you're gonna get a new offer for a new union. And I'm getting that this is gonna happen around springtime, or it may start to bloom now, but it may reach like a higher peak in the springtime, okay? So just realize that whatever you are letting go of, something new is coming in to replace it. Dang, I'm pretty sure that came out yesterday too. Yeah. So if you've been in your head, it's okay. Just breathe, journal it out, meditate, walk in nature, journal, like anything that you can do to quiet down the loudness. A journal prompt that's coming through it right now is, what fear do I have of stepping into my new path? What fear do I have about stepping into the highest version of myself? You can journal on that topic tonight, so you can really separate and differentiate what is holding you back in fear, okay? So I love you guys. I hope this helps, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.